That's the noise I make when my metal detector breaks and when they're out of my flavor of Gatorade at the grocery store. Just ask Nicole. On a serious note though, so what broke? What broke? This time it's Nicole's Equinox 700. And those of you that are on social media in the detecting world, you can probably guess what part on it broke. Yeah, that's right. The coil. The coil ear broke off on the thing. And I'm going to come right out of the gate and just say, I'm not a fanboy of any certain manufacturer. I know that I've made quite a few videos defending Minelab stuff like the Manticore and such, but if there's a problem with something, I'm going to come out and I'm going to say it. And this is a problem. It broke in the usual spot. Now, this is the second one that broke. And it broke where they always break, on the side with the threads for the bolt. Now, the second one, yeah, no lie. The first one was the one that the machine came with. She had probably, I'd like to say, 4 hunts on it, maybe 5. Total hours, under 30 hours on the machine. For sure, under 30. And I was folding it up to store it away, you know, making the coil flat, and just snap right off. So I sent it in to Detector Center in Pennsylvania. That was the people that my dealer Heath Jones with History Seekers metal detectors gave me the contact information for. Great place. I emailed them. They got right back to me within an hour, and I had a repair ticket number by the end of the day. I had to ship it to them. It was $14 to ship it from Michigan to Pennsylvania. Got the new coil. About 2.5 weeks it took. And put the new coil on and stood the machine up in the corner of our spare bedroom in the house that nobody goes into except for me, and kind of forgot about it. Haven't had a lot of time to get out and metal detect. So a few days ago, went in there, gonna check out the machines, make sure they're charged up because we're getting us some decent weather here. And just on a whim, I picked up her machine to look at the coil, and sure enough, there was a crack. There was a crack going all the way across on the end. That's this coil, brand new coil. This coil has never been used, ever. All this machine did was stand up in the corner of a room that nobody goes into. Okay, now, I'm mechanically inclined. I'm in maintenance. I've been doing it for 30 plus years. I've worked on all my own cars. I can disassemble and reassemble just about any firearm. I'm not a dummy. I've had a few people on social media that I've mentioned this problem to, you know, of course, kind of what I've done to people is insinuate that it's their fault. Maybe I'm getting karma on this one. It's possible. But, so, I like to try to analyze the problem and figure out, well, why did this happen? Why does this keep happening? Okay, it's obviously, yes, some kind of design flaw, but like, how can I avoid this problem? Well, the obvious way, of course, is to put a coil stiffener on there. A lot of people are making these things. They're 3D printing them. Some of them are pretty crappy looking. Others are a little better. I spent some time researching it, and I ordered 2 of them. One for my Equinox 900 and one for Nicole's 700. Got them from a place in the UK. I don't remember the name of it. If you ask me in the comments, I'll let you know exactly who it is. Wasn't cheap to get them because the Queen's money, or the King's money I should say, is worth more than ours. There's a surprise. Everybody's money is probably worth more than ours now. And the shipping. But it's going to be cheap insurance. I don't want to have to keep sending these in. Yes, they're warranted, so I'm getting a new coil, but it's 14 bucks to ship it. Yeah, I could pay for a coil stiffer, shoot, you know, if I had to send it twice, which I'm on my second one now. So getting back to the analyzing it part, a couple things that I've noticed with these, and maybe you have if you own a 700 or 900, and if you don't, you're thinking about it, then you want to pay attention. So the first thing is that I noticed that these rods, they are very tight. When you go to put them onto the coil, you gotta use a little bit of force. I lubricated the rubber washers a little bit just with water, just to get them to slide on there. And this thing is, I mean, it's stiff. To move this, I got to put a little force, and I can feel the pinching of the rubber washers in there when I move this rod. So it's really tight. And I don't have this bolt that tight at all. It's just, you know, it's thumb tight. That's it. So with this being that tight of a fit, it's going to put extra stress on those coil ears. By comparison, I'll show you. Here's my White's MX Sport rod and coil. Moves nice and easy. Hey, one finger, one thumb. Real easy to move. The other thing I noticed is the difference. The Minelab coil, they drilled a hole in here, of course. You got to have that for the bolt, right? But that's where the threads are. The threads are in the coil ear. Whereas this White's coil and a lot of other coils that I've seen, well, including the Minelab 6-inch that came with my 900, they use a nut and a bolt. There's no threads in that coil ear. Maybe that weakens it a little bit, them cutting the threads through there. Maybe the fact that that's a point that's going to get pulled on when you tighten that bolt is causing undue stress on that area. Maybe it's just crappy plastic. I don't know. I really don't. I'm open to your guys' ideas. I really don't like my stuff breaking. I take care of the things I own, and let's face it, when you spend, you know, $800,000-$900,000 on a metal detector, you really, it's a little bit upsetting when it breaks like this. I'm honestly, I am disappointed. Hopefully I can solve this problem and not have to worry about my coil breaking. So other than that though, as I've said in other videos, they're awesome machines. They do everything they're supposed to do, and they do it well. But little improvement on the coil ears, I'm thinking. So with that in mind, I hope all of you have had a wonderful holiday, and I wish you all the best in the coming new year. And keep watching, drop a comment, let me know what you think. And of course, as always, keep it dig for your die. We'll see you next time on Freedom Diggers Metal Detecting.